Welcome to the second update video for Europa. We have a premiere date, October 20th at Gons Hall at Roosevelt University during their PIANOFEST, and the score will be done within the next couple of weeks, which is very exciting. I sent Winston some music back in March. I'm very fortunate that Winston is playing it and I'm not, because I think the piece would be very, very different if I had to play it. It's incredibly freeing to be able to write for somebody who not only can actually handle the difficulty and get his fingers and his brain around the challenges, but can take those challenges and see within it the beauty and the structure and understand what I'm trying to do and, make it his own and make it something wonderful. One of the big challenges in this piece just has to do with the topic of the piece, and if you saw the other video or if you just are familiar with the project, and this is a water piece. And so I wanted to balance, on one hand, the feeling that everything that happens in the music comes from a natural process, is due to gravity, momentum, and is somehow connected to feelings of nature, not calculated or ruled by musical considerations. But then on the other hand, it is a piece of music, and it's a large-scale piece of music, and it's something that has to hold together, and we have certain expectations from it. So those two things together have been sort of my primary challenge getting through it. So what I've tried to do is really give the listener and the performer things for the ear to kind of latch onto along the way, but without being too obvious about it. For example, one thing that we associate with water is sort of pattern, of wave, of repetition, and I don't like to create things that are too much in that direction. So I've tried to create a little bit of it, but then undermine it by having a different layer doing something else, or to just give you the vaguest sense that you're starting to get into something regular and then get out of it immediately after. So it's been about this balance. And the harmonic language tends to be very complicated. The idea is that it follows voice-leading logic, so there's something to pull you through it, but it would be hard listening to really put your finger on what's happening harmonically. I like to use large sets because we have this kind of constant unrest. There's always a dissonance underlying it, but at the same time, things can pop out at you. This relates to the nature idea because, for example, just like you could look at a piece of wood and see a face in there from the pattern of the grain, you know that it's not there for you. It's not there with any intention of looking like a face. It just kind of, it's our perception. I could have a complex dissonant set, but embedded in that are little triads that might come out. You might hear something pop out every so often. And so just like the face in the wood, it's something that you sense it's not there for you, but you're just recognizing a quality. So for example, to use a harmony that's actually in the piece, this is a very dissonant chord, but it has inside of it all these embedded triads. So this can be brought out. I'm really excited about how this is coming together. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following the project. And there'll be more soon. Thanks.